Have you ever felt like you're fighting a battle no one else can see? Like the weight of the world is crushing you, inch by inch, and no one even notices? You laugh in public, you say you're fine, you keep moving like everything's normal. But deep down, you're tired, you're questioning yourself. You're wondering if it's even worth it to keep going. If that's you, this message is for you. Because before you quit, I need you to hear me out.
Most people look fine on the outside. They go to work, they meet deadlines, they post pictures smiling on social media. But behind closed doors, behind that everything's okay face, they're carrying a silent weight. This is what I call the invisible burden. It's the coworker who never complains but cries in the car before walking into the office. It's the student who gets straight A's but feels like a complete failure every night in bed. It's the parent who does everything for their kids but hasn't had a real conversation with another adult in years. From the outside, these struggles don't look like much. Just tiredness, just stress, just life. But the truth is, these small struggles pile up. And because no one can see them, no one offers support. The cruel part is this: when no one sees your pain, you start to believe it doesn't matter. You start to believe you don't matter. And that's where the real danger begins.
The invisible burden teaches us something important. Never assume someone's life is as perfect as it looks. And if you're the one carrying this burden right now, hear this: you're not weak for struggling. You're human.
Struggles don't break you all at once. They chip away at you. A little today, a little tomorrow. A drop here, a drop there. Until one day, the jar overflows. The tipping point doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it's as small as staring at your bills and thinking, what's the point? Sometimes it's lying awake at night telling yourself, I can't do this anymore. And here's the scary truth: most cries for help don't sound like cries at all. They sound like, I'm fine, just tired. It's nothing. But inside, it's everything. I remember reading a story about a man who was ready to give up. He had written a note, planned it all out. But then his phone rang. A friend simply said, I was thinking about you today. That one sentence, that tiny act of care, pulled him back from the edge. That's the tipping point. And if you're listening to this thinking, that's me right now, I want you to remember this: the tipping point is not the end. It's not the breaking point. It's the turning point. When life feels unbearable, don't see it as the end of your story. See it as the moment where your story can change. Here's something powerful: people don't always need advice. They don't always need money or a perfect solution. Sometimes they just need empathy. Empathy is the echo of someone saying, I hear you, I see you, you're not invisible. Think about it. How many times has a kind word from a stranger or a check-in from a friend lifted you up? It might not have solved everything, but it reminded you you're not alone. The truth is, most of us underestimate the power we have to impact someone else's life. A simple text, a genuine question. How are you really doing? A moment where you just listen instead of rushing to respond. That could be the thing that keeps someone going. Never underestimate small acts of kindness. And if you're the one struggling, don't be afraid to let someone in. Silence isolates you. Sharing connects you.
Here's something that can change everything: the way you see failure. Most people think failure means game over, that if they mess up, if they fall short, if they don't succeed right away, they're done. But let me tell you the truth: failure is not final. It's feedback. Look at history. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter changed the world. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team before becoming the greatest of all time. Each of them faced silent struggles. Each of them felt the weight of quitting, but they didn't stop because they realized failure wasn't a dead end. It was a stepping stone. When you shift your perspective, your struggle becomes your strength. Failure is not proof that you're weak. It's proof that you're trying.
Now, let's get real. If you're listening to this, there's a chance you've thought about giving up, maybe not on life, but on a dream, a goal, a relationship, or even yourself. And before you quit, I want you to remember this: Quitting doesn't end the pain. It only ends the possibility of change. You're stronger than you think. You've survived every single worst day of your life so far. That means you're undefeated, but you don't have to fight alone. There are resources, communities, friends, even strangers who care more than you realize. Don't isolate yourself in silence. Reach out, share your story, because the truth is, your silent struggle might be the exact story that inspires someone else tomorrow. Practical steps. Talk to someone you trust. Journal your thoughts to release the pressure. Seek professional help if you need it. There's no shame in that. Build small daily habits that restore your energy and remind you of progress. Every struggle is an opportunity for growth. Every time you choose not to quit, you write a stronger chapter in your story.
So before you quit, pause, breathe. Remind yourself, this is not the end of your story. This is just the beginning of your comeback. Your silent struggles don't define you. Your resilience does. And if you ever forget that, come back to this message. Listen again, because you are not alone. Subscribe to Raw&Relentless, because growth waits for no one.